Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to East versus West.
Well, welcome everybody. We got some special announcement tonight. We have Robert Baxter, CEO of EVW Sports, and Michael Todd, Monster Michael Todd, all the way
What's
from
up?
Arkansas.
Yes, sir.
So let's kick things off. EVW 23 was a great event, but from what I'm hearing, I think we have bigger plans in Little Rock, Arkansas. Michael, why don't you share a little bit about some of the plans that you might be.
Well, here's why I always thought Arkansas made sense, right? It's very easy to navigate. The city itself is so easy to just get around. You fly into the airport. It's a 5-6 mile drive, 10-13 minute taxi ride to the host hotel. And then downtown, there's a free trolley that takes you down the river market. So it's just convenience for the location is amazing. But the real reason is Arkansas has no professional sports teams. We have a huge sports fan base. You know, we love our Razorbacks and stuff like that, but Arkansas loves sports. You know, so if you live in Arkansas, you're a Dallas Cowboy fan most of the time because that's the closest professional team. It has been for years, right? So bringing professional sports entertainment at this level to Arkansas, the biggest concern that I have about this event is arm wrestling fans not getting their tickets and waiting till the last minute because they think they're going to be available. Because I'm about to do all the radio shows and all the news stations, and I'm about to let Arkansas know that we're bringing professional sports, UFC quality production to Little Rock, Arkansas. I honestly think this thing sells out just from Arkansans wanting to come check it out. You know, looking for something to do, have a good time, come out. And plus, I mean, obviously, I've lived here my whole life, and you know, I started 36 years ago, about 20 miles from where this event's going to be at a county fair. So to be able to have this level, like I've won national title, I've held national championships in Arkansas 3 times. I've won national titles every time. So I've won national titles. I've competed at a high level in my state, but never at what we are now. Arm wrestling's never been at the place it's at right now. So to be able to come out with this type of production in front of my home crowd, that crowd's going to be electric. And then, you know, I think it's going to be special. I think it's going to be almost twice as big as what you guys just had in Germany. And Germany, from what I saw, was spectacular. So I think it's just the beginning of what's to come.
Yeah. Now, Michael, maybe you can shed some more light. A lot of that arm wrestlers in the community don't know that you're in the Athletic Hall of Fame. Or actually,
so it's the Arkansas Walk of Fame. So just to give you perspective, downtown Hot Springs, like in Hollywood, we have a Walk of Fame. It's called the Arkansas Walk of Fame. Some of the people whose names are on there: General Douglas MacArthur, President Bill Clinton, Sam Walton, you know, Monster Michael Todd. You know what I'm saying? So it's a pretty good peer group. You know what I mean? And it's all, and I think it's cool. And especially when these newer, younger arm wrestlers come to a tournament here or a practice I have, I'm like, guys, go downtown and check out the Walk of Fame. Just to let you guys, it's from this sport that I chose to start 36 years ago. That has given me amazing life experiences, traveled all over the world. But now in my hometown, forever, there'll be a plaque down there from what this sport has given me, you know? So to me, that's just, and I got inducted 1 year after my mother passed away. You know, it's one day before the anniversary of my mother's passing that they inducted me. They could have picked any weekend. And it was that weekend when they did the induction. So it was pretty important day for me. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, so great. A lot of people in Arkansas will come out to watch me. So
that's I think the point too. I mean, people don't maybe understand that in Arkansas you're famous there. I mean, obviously.
I would never say famous, but you know, people are aware. But there's still a whole lot of people in Arkansas that don't even know arm wrestling is a professional sport, and that's my objective with having this event. You know, is bringing this sport to the non-arm wrestling fan base, to the average Arkansan who just loves live sports, loves sports entertainment, wants to come out, have a great time. This is a perfect place to do it. And I think once we expose them to arm wrestling, they'll be fans forever.
Yeah, I think so too. That's what's happening around the world, actually. As we travel to these other countries and these other venues, we're picking up new fans. It's like I kind of view it like like going to a rock concert, right? You go to a concert, and it's a different experience than listening to a song on the radio or on your CD. You know, it's completely different, and that's where the fans like that's where a lot of the big fans are coming from, is by going to these shows. It's kind of hard to believe, but it actually is happening. They become hardcore hardcore fans. It's happened in my own family. I've got kids who have been arm wrestling since they were just little kids, 4 years old, and they were never fans of arm wrestling because they said, or they thought arm wrestling is boring. You know, it's all day long, and it's just, you know, I don't, you know, they would never watch it. They
Right.
came to three of my kids now have come to an event, and each one of them now are huge fans of arm wrestling. They want to watch every event. They're up to speed on all the arm wrestlers, all the EVW athletes. That's what happens. The same thing happened to Dexter. I took Dexter. I said, "Hey, you want to go to an event with me?" I had no idea this was going to happen with EVW. We just went to an event in Istanbul,
Right.
and Dexter was hooked. I mean, like he's like, "Man, this is the best thing on earth." I mean, that's what happens. It happens over and over again. People don't realize, but that's how UFC has done it too. UFC started traveling. When they started traveling around, that's when things really broke loose for them. There, you know, it was that, and they did that little reality TV show.
Yeah.
But those are two things that really were this kind of a turning point for them. So, any rate, I think this is going to be great in Little Rock. Thank you for for helping us make this happen, Michael. And I know this has been a dream of yours to have an EVW event in Little Rock, and I'm glad that we can make it happen. And it's actually good for everybody. I think it's going to be great for the state of Arkansas. It's going to be great for the arm wrestlers. A lot of arm wrestlers are coming from all over, not just Arkansas, to attend. You've got Oklahoma next door. You've got all the way to
We're
Texas.
crazy centrally located that people don't think about. When told you I held the 3 national championships to date, every year that we held it, it was the new largest attendance nationals ever, and it's because we're 12 hours. You know, you're 8 hours to Atlanta, so you're 10 hours to North Carolina. You're 12 hours to Denver. You're New Mexico. I mean, people will. If most people in America who are arm wrestlers who've been doing this as long as we have are willing to hop in a car and drive 10 to 12 hours, especially if they have a group, right? And that's just what
Yep.
has made Little Rock such an easy, convenient location. Now, once we start talking about the card, who's on the card, some of these American athletes that we have, it's just going to draw in so many more people who
Yep.
may possibly not have attended, but now they're going to want to come in person, cheer
Yep.
on their, the fellow teammates or whatever. So that tournament the night before also could be one of the biggest tournaments we've ever had too.
Yeah, I think it will be. You know, I mean, it's because the same thing we're going to do with other events. We're going to pick two people from the tournament, and we're going to put them on the prelim card for for the pay per view and for the YouTube. So they actually get more views on
Right.
the YouTube than they will on the pay per view. I mean, they're getting. I think we almost beat the Tyson Fury and Wilder. Um,
Wow.
Prelims. Yeah, I mean, with Germany. I mean,
Yeah. Wow.
it was very close because that many people were watching it. It was pretty cool.
That's
The
very
other
cool.
thing that happened too, talking about bringing in new fans and stuff by going to different venues. Um, the big thing we did in Germany is we decided to invite all the top media people, companies around the world. We had GQ magazine, Esquire magazine. We had Men's
Men's
Fitness,
health.
Men's Health. Uh, you know, the Times, London Times. We had, I mean, newspapers, media from all over, and they came to our press conference, and we actually had a real like a
A
legitimate
real
press
press
conference.
conference. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
where,
awesome.
where they were asking the questions, like rather than our fans asking the questions, they were doing it. And then at the event, which is I knew this would happen because I've seen it happen. Like I said, with my own kids, Dexter has the same story. I can mention a lot of other people had the same experience. When you go to an EVW event, it's pretty special. And 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 I knew that when the media came, when the big media people came, it would do the same thing to them, which it did. So now you're seeing all these media people, even media that wasn't there, are hopping on the train now, and you're seeing articles popping up, people asking us, "Hey, can you hop on a conference call, we want to do a story. They love, even though Matt Mass lost his match, they want Matt Mass. Esquire magazine has come back and said, hey, we want to do another story on you guys, but we want to have Matt Mask on there. I mean, as one of the guys. I mean, it's making the athletes very popular as well, and not just arm wrestling and not just the league. So it's just good. I think it's just good for everybody. So that was a big thing that happened with Germany. We're do the same thing in Little Rock. We'll invite people from all over the world to come, media people, and yeah, big things coming up. So I guess we should probably get right to it and talk about some of the matches. So the headliner match is going to be a world championship match with none other than the Michael Todd versus Oleg Petrenko in the 105 kg. And Michael, I know that you can actually drop the weight and maintain your strength. I've seen you do it. I saw you pull. I was actually with you in 2015 when you came to Vegas and you made the 100 kg weight class. I couldn't believe you dropped down to 220 pounds. But
217.5. Now the funny story. So I got to tell you about that one. Before, I mean, the Oleg match announcement's amazing, but since you brought this up, Rebecca and I had competed in an athletic fitness challenge for Vasalis, the company we're in. We actually won the challenge, but I'd gotten down to 220 pounds. So I thought, okay, cool. I'll go ahead and pull the 220s right, left, masters right, left, no problem. Apparently, my body rebounded. We had a weekend of splurging at an event, and I woke up Sunday morning 100 hours before weigh-ins at 256 pounds.
Wow. That's
and
amazing.
I cut 38 and a half pounds in 100 hours. And Rebecca's like, because I'm in Vegas and I'm, preparation H all around me, saran wrap, sweats, waist belts, sauna suits, jogging in Vegas, 100-something degree heat. Rebecca's like, if you stroke out, I'm going to leave you alive as a vegetable because you're stupid for doing this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I made weight, and then the whole family ended up getting sick. Ryan got sick, then Rebecca and I got sick. But as a family, we won. I won 4 national titles. Rebecca won 2, and Ryan won 1. So as a family, we won all 7. We won 7 national titles. But we just made an amazing announcement. I get to pull Oleg Petrenko in my home state for the light heavyweight championship of the world. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Especially since I weigh 265 right now. So I've got to drop 34 pounds. Damn it. If Dave would have won, I would only have to drop 10. See, now because of Dave, I got to lose 21 more pounds. This is horrible.
Yeah, that's easy for you.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's exciting. We got another one. This is the co-main event, and it's Hermes Gasparini.
This one's very exciting. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead and go. I'm just super excited about this match. Go ahead.
Yeah, me too. I think a lot of people have been waiting for this one. This is Hermes Gasparini versus Morozov. And, I asked Morozov, I said, hey, how's because he had surgery a year ago and in his wrist. So,
Right.
It was a minor surgery, but he had one. But he's been training. He said, and you can see actually when he flexes, and I've got a picture of him at the hotel in Germany, and he's flexing. I'm like, man, your right is like way bigger than your left. So he's developed his right. I mean, it is clearly way bigger than his left now.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So listen, that's a great match just because we've seen him pull left-handed and we saw how that went. Armez went for his top row. He almost had it. And then Morozov just shut everything down from there on. Will that happen right-handed? Man, everything I've seen in the past, it looks like the posting style top row Hermes is going to be too much. But if anything can happen anywhere near it going arm to arm and power to power, it could be a dogfight. It could be a great match.
Yeah. Well, you saw how easy he handles. So Morozov beat Kurdecha, who's also, top 10 ranked. I mean, he beat Kurdecha right-handed in Chicago last year in June, like it was nothing. Like he didn't slow down at all.
No, he looked real good, real good.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's going to be a really good one. Another big one, and this could also be a co-main event as well, if we wanted it to be. It's Tadzilla versus Bogdan for the 95 kg World Championship.
So that's exciting too. I mean, listen, I underestimated Bogdan when he pulled Paul Lynn. I thought, no, Paul Lynn's going to be too much. And how explosive and just that guy's crazy. Now, his match with Nugo was ridiculous as well. and that could have went either way. You know, there's some back and forth on that one. But just watching Todd Hutchins' style and thinking about the way Bogdan pulls, oh my God, that could be a grinder.
Yeah. Yeah, I really think so. I mean, I think a lot of people underestimate it. It wasn't just you. I mean, on the odds, I think they were betting on it in other countries, and it was like it was the worst odds. It was wasn't it like 80-20, or it was actually might have been worse than that, Dexter. Do you remember?
I think it was like 6.7 to 1.
6.7 to 1. Yeah, so
Yeah, it's
No,
not
I
hardly
think it was
good.
like 88 to 12 or something like that. Like it was bad.
Yeah, yeah, it's
It was
crazy.
not good. You know?
Yeah. Now the people that really, pay attention to all the different events going on, I mean, knew that Bogdan was a real deal and that he was a serious threat, and it was actually more like 50-50,
Right.
at least. And even Paul Lynn knew. So when I told Paul Lynn about the match, I said, "Hey, what do you think?" He's like, "Oh man," he said, "Absolutely, I'll take it." But he said, "This is not going to be easy. This guy is." Fire. So anyway, I mean, now people know who he is, and the fact that he did so well, and you know, did extremely well with Nugo in
Very well.
Vienna.
Yeah.
I think it impressed people as well. So that'll be a good one. The one, and actually, this is one that I would actually say is right up there with everybody else on the top of the card. One that I really wanted to see for a while, and especially lately, is Tobias Sporong versus Alex Kurdecha, left hand supers. This is going to be, I mean, if for the people that don't know, uh, this is going to be a fire match. Like
Tobias was so impressive versus Uranoff in Atlantic City. I'm like, oh my God. Like it's that kid was ridiculous. Like it wasn't even close.
yeah,
So if he can hit on Alex like that, that's a great match. Like that
yeah,
match, and they're two physical, giant looking dudes. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So just
yeah,
those two coming up on stage together, gonna be a crowd pleaser for sure. But that's a very good match. Who's ranked? Alex is ranked what, like fourth or something, and then or
yeah.
fifth, and then
Fifth.
Tobias is like seventh or eighth or something. Where's that at? I don't know the rankings.
Yeah, Tobias, I think, is eighth.
Yeah,
I think that's right, from memory. Anyway, he's ranked below Kurdecha by
Alex. Yeah,
by a bit, but um, yeah, the way he's performing and the way he's looking, he's massive. He's much bigger.
yeah. He looked really good in Atlantic City. Big
Yeah,
kid.
yeah,
Yeah, Tobias is ninth and Kodecha is 5 on the
yeah,
5 and
super.
9. Yeah, I was thinking
Oh,
5 and 8,
yeah.
but yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. So is
yeah.
Devin still fourth?
Yeah. Devin is fourth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't
Um,
change.
and let's see, and then so let's go to the next one. And
Good.
this is also a pretty, I mean, I'm really excited about this one too. Actually, all of them. But otherwise,
It's a good card, man. It's a good card.
it's a really good card. In fact, I was thinking, hey, you know what? We had too many matches in Germany. We had 14 matches, and I was thinking, man, it's going to go so long. We've got to keep it down in order to get on kind of the mainstream stuff. I mean, nobody wants to watch, 5-hour arm wrestling, so we got to keep it down. But the matches just kept. I mean, there's just too many good matches, and like, how do you choose which one not to put in there? Same thing happened here.
Right.
So we just got, again, we've got too many matches, but they're so good. So another great one is Yoshi Kanai versus Irakli in the 105 kg right hand.
Boom.
And I really can't. We can't wait to see that. I've been wanting to see this for a while because, as you remember, at EVW 15, Yoshi and Todzilla beat him. It wasn't easy,
Yeah.
but Yoshi did beat him.
Listen, if
And
Yoshi sticks him, it's gonna be a crazy match, and I don't see how Yoshi doesn't stick him. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because I mean, we've seen Irakli. He's versatile, but he's an outside top roller. He's a hard post. I mean, he just got a beautiful top roller. Everything about
yeah,
it is perfect. But that plays right into Yoshi's game. You know. Now we've seen him come in and flop press against John and other things, but yeah, that's a that could be match of the night right there.
yeah. I mean, really, that's. I mean, any match that Yoshi's in, I'm excited for because he does make it
Well, he's
like
such a
it's,
great character too, and he's
yeah,
so unassuming when you see him. You know, you don't expect
yep,
him to be. anywhere near that strong.
And he's so respectful. I
Great guy.
met Yoshi. I remember meeting Yoshi in 2003 for the first time, and he was just kind of coming up. He wasn't like great. I mean, I think he placed, or he might have won WAF.
I think he'd already been
Yeah.
like a 176 world champ or something.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he won WAF, but still he wasn't anywhere near the level he is now. And when he came up, he actually came to Utah to train with John Brzezinski. So we had him over, practiced with him, spent some time with him, came back the next day, and with John and Yoshi, and I just love the guy. I mean, he's just a great person. And, I mean, he can't speak a lick of English, and I can't speak a lick of Japanese, but it doesn't matter. That's the good thing about arm wrestling. You don't have to speak the language. I know Alijon Muratov can't speak English at all, never has been able to, since I've known him. And I've known him for 10 years. I see him every year at WAF, and we just have always hit it off. And,
Right.
and we sit next to each other during WAF, and we share, like, he'll have a present, I usually forget to bring a present. And and he has these little cheese curds that he has from Kazakhstan and he brings over. Anyway, but we can't talk. It doesn't matter. It's just really cool. Same thing with Yoshi. So anyway, I'm excited to see Yoshi just as an old friend. Let alone his great performances every time
Right.
on the table.
Awesome guy. And Irakli's just fun to be around. I like Irakli. So
Irakli's a great guy.
good kid.
Yeah, and
Good kid.
Irakli's a kid. I mean, so he's got a huge future ahead of him, and he's just
Big
getting
time.
stronger. Yeah.
And the fact that he gets to train with Levon can only make you better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're very good friends. I mean, so yeah, I mean that's cool. They travel together quite a bit actually with all the
Right.
different events. And then the next one, here's one I'm super excited about, and I've wanted to do for a bit, since Worlds last year in September, when Adam Warzinski took second place. I mean, at WAF, that's a big accomplishment. I mean, for anybody from North America to place, to place anywhere at WAF, I mean, it's just very difficult. Well, Adam took second. Last time I remember anybody from America placed in, top placing, I mean, it's been a little bit. So that was impressive. And then when Adam went up in weight, he went up from 85 kgs to 105 kgs. So he went up 20
I'm gonna have
kgs.
to come back in, guys. I don't have any volume.
Okay.
I
Yep,
can't
come back
hear
in. Okay. We'll let Michael. What's that?
Gotcha.
While that's
Awesome.
happening, there
I'm
is
back.
a question about flags. Will there be any change to our flag policy? And for right now, we are following WAF, correct?
Yeah, we'll keep the same policy that WAF has and the Olympics have. Yeah, but, I mean I don't see that changing unless the Olympics change or WAF changes.
Yeah, great.
Any other questions before we get Michael back? Can you hear us now, Michael?
Yeah, I'm back now, man. I missed
Okay.
you guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what you said
Okay.
about Adam, but yeah, I mean, I know the match, and I'm super excited about that match because that's
Yeah.
outside versus inside. Adam's a beast.
Yeah. So the reason I'm super excited about Adam, well, I asked him if he'd like to join us, on stage, and he said, yeah, I would, but I really want to do this event in Montana, and it was against Sandra Settis, a super match with Sandra. So I said, well, dude, you just took second, which is great at WAF, but Sandra Settis is a multi-time WAF world champion in a much higher weight class than you. He's 2 weight classes above you. Do you really think does that make sense?
I think he's 3 classes: 87, 98, 220, 242.
Oh,
I think he's 3
that's
classes.
right. Yeah, it's 3 classes. That's right. So I was trying to talk him out of it. I said, "Are you sure you want to do that? I mean, that's like a big step. Everything's going against you." He goes, "No, I know. I really want to try it. I really like my chances. I want to do it." I'm like, "All right." So when I saw that match, I think like everybody, probably you thought the same thing. It's like there's no chance. And he turns around and beats Sandra Settis, multi-time WAF world champion, 3 weight classes above him. And you know as well as I do, when you're gaining weight, you're in such a short period of time. I mean, you don't really get the benefits of that weight because it's kind of
Now
temporary.
you need to be there for a little bit before you fully get all the benefits of it, right? You
Yeah,
need to maintain that. You need to be at that weight for a
right.
while. So the
Yep.
fact that he did it like that, now he did look huge. He looked huge. His arms looked gigantic, especially after the long hook matches. The pump was so crazy. But yeah, man, that kid's a stud. I like him, and
Oh
he's
yeah,
just a good guy too.
yeah. A very good guy. Yeah. So what we've got is Adam Rosinski versus Peter Chellis, the guy who beat Pork Chop in Vienna. So I think that's going to be that's going to be at 95 kg.
So it's not going to do a catch weight. It's going to be 95.
95 kg. Yep.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to that one because if he can pull off what he did with Sandro Settis, Peter Chellis is also a world champ. I mean he's a tough dude as well,
Right.
and the fact that he beat Pork Chop. I mean, I thought it was going
Pork
to be
chop
more of a
strong. Pork chop strong guy.
Pork Chop is a very strong guy. Yeah, he's stronger than he was before his injury. So he got injured at EVW 6
Yeah, blew his
and
bicep.
yeah, and
Wasn't it Zarab he was pulling? Who was he pulling?
he was pulling Zurab, yep,
Yeah.
and then blew his bicep. But he's come back stronger, and I really thought that it was going to be even closer. I mean, he put up a fight, but it was Peter Chellis pretty dominant, and so I think this will be a great match. Anyway, that's another one that I've been wanting to get on the card for a while is Giannis Amelins
Right.
and versus Craig Touye. And it's been a long time since they pulled, um, and I think you might remember this. I thought Craig beat him the last time they
Are we
pulled.
talking about WAL or where do they do it at?
I'm trying to remember when it's been quite a while. Um, so
I think
the
Craig
fewer,
did win, but I love this matchup. I
yeah,
love this matchup. I mean, the Jedi Giannis Mullins is a phenomenal technician, great arm wrestler. Craig is just one of the most fiery people I've ever met in my life. So I
yep,
love to watch him compete. Always, I mean, he wears his emotions on his sleeve. You're gonna know whatever Craig's feeling, he's gonna let you know. So I think that's
yeah,
another spectacular match, especially for this card in this location, because he's 8 hours away, and that means there's going to be a lot of those Louisiana guys want to come up and support Craig. So
oh yeah,
that means that it's going to fill out more people in the venue. The tournament the night before is going to be even better. I think it's a great addition to the card, and I'm excited about that match.
yeah. Me too. Me too. I think it's, and now when they pulled years ago, it was close. So it wasn't heavy one-sided type of a match either. So I'm looking forward to this. And Giannis has done great things since then. So has Craig. But
Right.
and the other one we've got is Justin Bishop. This is in the 77 kg class. Oh, by the way, Giannis and Craig, unless I might have forgotten, that's 85 kg right-handed. And then Justin Bishop versus Daniel Ustinov, our 70 kg world champion, has gone up to the 77 kg.
Right.
And so they're both going to be fighting this out right-handed. And I think that's going to be a great match as well.
See, I like that match because we saw Daniel. Wasn't it Daniel that went up and tried to pull Mendagas?
Yep.
So
Yep.
we've seen Mendagas pull Justin. We've seen Mendagas pull Daniel. If you just go by that alone, this is a great match.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. And so, you know, at that weight, 77 kgs, he went up. He was a 70 kg puller
World champion.
and had the world champ going up in weight and was underweight at the 77. Now he's filled in a little bit more at the
Oh,
77
okay.
class.
Yeah, his arms
He,
look huge.
he's massive. Yeah, he's kind of like, he reminds me of Arthur Makarov. His arms are kind of similar.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just short and just
Man,
wide.
Daniel's it just looks like a solid just muscle. Like, and it's
Yeah,
all veiny and sinewy, and the dude's arms look crazy. So they looked way bigger than a 77 kilo guy.
yeah, yeah, they really do. So the next match, another one I'm really looking forward to. I think it's, and no matter what happens, I don't know who's going to win, but it's going to be a war. I can pretty much guarantee it's going to be a war. Um, and yeah, if I'm wrong, um, um, I'll give you a refund, and then and and then and then never come back again.
Email the headache and stress, Robert.
Well, but I'll just give it to him. So then the other one, there's three others matches that are
Right.
yet to be announced officially. But the other one that I can tell you is the EVW tournament winners, or the ones that are selected from the tournament, will be on the prelim card. So that's it, guys. That's
So
our
for the
show.
people watching who are Arkansas-based Arkansas fans, we have to let them know that Corey West is on the card. We just we do not have his
Oh yeah,
determined opponent yet. Like, Corey will be in the house, and he is determined to not get beat in Arkansas. So Corey is looking strong. I don't know who his opponent's going to be. We don't know if it's right-handed or it's left-handed, but the Gorilla will be competing at East versus West 24. So
well, we have two opponents for him, left hand and right-handed.
I
We
know.
just have to make the determination. I mean, we're figuring that out right now, which one is going to go. But
Right.
it's going to be Corey West, either right or left.
Yeah, I still like I like the rest of the matches we can't announce, but, because they're not official yet. But I think we got a pretty exciting card. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. In fact, the other ones too. Yeah, I mean, we have a women's match that we can't announce quite yet. We almost was able to announce it, but um, one of the women forgot that it was her honeymoon that day. So I mean, she'd already committed, and then a few days later, she called Snerzana and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I got my honeymoon." So that's a good excuse to not.
Yeah,
To
that's
not
a good
come.
one. That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot
So
of
yeah,
people are asking for Rickert. Will he be polling in Arkansas?
you know what? It's we can't actually confirm that yet, but that's one of the ones on the card that we are working on right now, or working with. And yeah, it's in the works. That's one of the ones on the card that we're trying to work out right now. And that's, maybe ask the fans, who do you want Rickard to pull? Because we've got two choices.
Okay.
And
We have two solid choices. We have two very solid choices.
So one of it is actually with Corey.
okay.
I'm telling you, that is a
Well,
great.
People
That's
are
a
smart.
that
I'm
is
telling
a
you, people are smart right there.
that's
Yeah,
a great
pretty
match.
smart.
Like that.
Well,
That's a great match.
That
But
is one of the choices. So we've got some smart fans.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, the other option is phenomenal. The other option is phenomenal.
The other option is phenomenal. Either way, it's going to be great. But
It absolutely is. I like that match so much because I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see that match, right? Because
yeah,
I've trained with Corey for so long, and he is so strong on the right hand, and we haven't got to see his right hand. They basically just put him in this left-handed box, and he's just this left-handed guy.
yeah,
I think his right might be stronger than his left right now. And Rickard is the perfect test because he's got a strong inside move. His press is back. We saw that against Lars. He's
Yeah.
got a strong, rigid hand. His rise is strong. His pronation is strong. Corey's hand is like a gorilla paw. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't think you can top roll it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be very difficult to get outside of that. And what happens with him come crushing in and Corey in that hook, like, oh man, whew, I like that match.
yeah,
But there's
yeah.
another,
Well,
there's another two more that
before we go to the next one, though, let
Okay.
me just say one more thing about Corey. So, Corey went to the Monster Factory and beat Wallace Dilly, who Rickard Bornman pulled in Chicago. And I've pulled Wallace Dilly before at nationals too. I mean, he's a strong dude. But Rickard beat him but it was
3-1.
close. It was 3-1.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a sweep. I mean, but at Monster Factory on November 29th, it was. I mean, Wallace Tilley had no chance right-handed with Corey West, like zero. And I thought, wow, Corey really is his right hand has stepped up quite a bit. Now, I mean, it's always been good. He pulled with at Monster Factory with John Brezink a few years ago.
And that's when John was on his comeback, and John was actually really strong. Now, there is one thing. Corey did injure his shoulder 3 weeks before at King of the Table pulling Alex Gradecha, and I had already booked the match. I'm not saying it would have been a different outcome, but that was still him and John that day was one that might have been match of the year that year. In 2022, that was 3-2. John dug it out.
Yep.
It was a phenomenal match. That was a great match.
Yeah. So just I mean people I think underestimate people that don't know how good Corey is right-handed. Maybe underestimating him, but I think that that would be a mistake.
Right.
So the other two that people propose is Corey versus F.A. Comac. That one. And the one that got a little bit more attention is actually Rickert versus Jerry.
Correct. Yep.
Man, they got some smart
These
fans
guys
out
are
there.
super smart, super smart. Well,
Somebody's leaking stuff.
Yeah.
No, I think people are just smart. I mean, that it's just a really.
Well, we saw Rickard call out Jerry after his match, so that's a pretty illogical, next step to think that would be the match, since he did say, "Big Daddy, let's get it on." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Corey FA match, because FA is reigning super heavyweight world champion, isn't he still? From WAF.
Yeah. He is world champion.
That's not a bad match either. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
There's some really good matches. I mean, I know who our option is left-handed for Corey, but there's a lot out there. There's a lot of options.
Yeah. Yep. There's quite a bit. So we're just nailing it down right now. So we'll have these other ones announced pretty soon. But now everybody on here knows who, basically what our choices are.
Boy, I can't tell him what we almost had that fell through because he had to wait till September.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Don't mention that.
We won't mention it.
That was so crazy. That match would have been so crazy.
Yeah. But we ended up filling the card out with just we got super good matches.
I mean, it's going to be hard for me to have Morzov and Hermes right before my match, because I'm going to be a fan on that one. Like, I'm going to be watching that one close, so it's kind of hard to do when it's the match right before you. You know what I mean? Like, but good times.
Yep, this is going to be fun. It'll be fun.
Well, I got to go do a whole bunch of cardio now because I have a lot of weight to lose.
Yeah. Get on it, Michael. I know you can do it. I've seen you do it. And this is not very much compared to what you've done before. Right. And so and you've got almost 7 weeks to 6.5 weeks, more than 6.5 weeks.
6.5 weeks. 6.5 weeks. Today's Tuesday. 45 days till weigh in. 44 and a half days till weigh in.
There you go. Yeah.
There we go.
No problem. Well, this will be fun. This will be a really fun one, actually.
All right.
And also I should say, can we announce this, Dexter? Can we announce who our special guests are? Pretty.
I think you should. I think they're pretty special.
Yeah, I think that that helps people.
So we've got Levon Saganashvili coming in to Arkansas as a special guest. We have John Brezink coming in to Arkansas as a special guest. We've got now. I haven't actually asked him yet, but I know he'll accept. I want to invite Ron Bath in as a special guest.
He actually commented on my post today about the tickets. I'm waiting for the special guest invite.
Oh, really? Hey, see, this is all meant to be. It's all coming together. It's like everybody reads each other's minds here.
Yeah.
And then we're talking about one other. No, that's 3. That's a lot. But we're thinking about one more. We'll announce that later if we do it. But those 3 right there, I think are.
Back up. I know people are asking about Devin Larratt as well.
Yeah. So Devin is coming for sure as a special guest too. So I shouldn't discount that because he comes so often.
You kind of just assume Devin's going to be there, but you kind of want to let people know for sure because he is the most popular arm wrestler on the planet. So,
We shouldn't just assume. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Devin is coming to as a special guest.
I did talk to him like about 2 hours ago, and he's like, "Oh, I'm definitely coming." Like,
Oh yeah. No,
yeah.
I
So he
talked
will
to
be
him.
in my corner doing that Jedi mind stuff on me in between rounds, so I stay focused.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well he knows how to beat Oleg Petrenko, so he should be in
Exactly.
your corner.
Why else would
Yeah.
I have him? Obviously,
Yeah.
he's going to have to be in my corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's good.
I love it.
Well, awesome. Any
All
other
right.
questions? I don't know if you have any for Michael before he leaves for his cardio.
No,
If you don't,
I think most of it is about the venue, about tickets. There are people eager to buy tickets. People wanting to know if they can sit like in the setup in Vienna where they can sit behind the stage as well. Those we'll answer those another day, but for sure get your tickets early before it's sold out, because from what we're hearing from Michael, those tickets will sell really, really quickly. You know you're gonna come, might as well buy it early before it get we
I
might.
really, I mean, this is
Yeah,
not me just trying to hype it up. I
no,
genuinely
for sure.
think don't miss out on getting your tickets if this is an event you want to attend, because I was waiting to do all the radio shows until we could officially announce my match, because I didn't want
Mhm.
to go on there and be like, well, I don't know who my match is yet, you know. So I knew after this event was over, we would know who I was pulling. So I'm 5 to 7 days away from doing all the radio stations, all the news stations, and once we let this out, I think these Arkansans are going to grab these tickets up really fast.
Yeah.
yeah, that's great. Well, thank you, Michael. Thanks for
Of course.
coming on. Thanks for being part of it. I mean, for making this happen, because it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be in Arkansas. So this is. I remember going to a national championship in Little Rock, Arkansas, years ago, and it's a cool town.
Which one that you came to? 2005 when John came?
Yeah.
Yeah, DoubleTree. So the venue is literally right next to that. So
Okay.
that's where I thought that the Robinson Center that's attached to that is what, for my mind, was telling me what the State House Convention Center was. So that's
Yep.
where I thought we were going. And then when I went to the thing, I'm like, oh my God, this is so much better than what I thought. Because can we tell them when are we going to announce the host hotel and the block and all that
No.
stuff?
Yeah. We actually can't announce the host hotel
Okay.
because otherwise the VIPs get mad at us, because then it's like not a special experience for the VIPs. If everybody is all there. So
Okay. Okay.
But we normally find another hotel and try to negotiate a group discount code that we can share with our fans to purchase. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I was unaware of that. I didn't know that's how it went. Because
yeah,
it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna.
yeah,
I'm telling you, this venue. Once you guys see it, I know what you guys just did in Germany was spectacular, but I'm telling you, this might be the showstopper right here. This might be the real deal. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
yeah. Well, it's going to be good. Well, we're going to do all we can to put the media on this and get everybody out to it. As far as sportscasters, magazine, news media of all kinds. Uh, so it's just firing up. I'm really excited about arm wrestling as a whole, and our athletes getting the attention they deserve. I mean, they're getting interviews every day. I mean, all over the world. Uh, and this isn't just small. These aren't just small media companies. These are mainstream media companies. So it's okay. Can we tell? Maybe we should share it with just one little tidbit before you
go
go,
ahead.
Michael. Our
I think we should. I
our
think we should.
so our press conference got more views. Um, tell me, make sure I'm telling this right, because we were just told by our PR company this morning on the Tyson Fury and
Yep.
Wilder, which I already shared that earlier, that number, we almost eclipsed that press conference of Fury versus Wilder. And then we had more views on our prelims. No, it's the other way around. We had more views on our uh,
Press conference and
press
almost beat them
conference
on
at
the prelims.
194,000. So wait a minute. 194,000 views on our prelims and almost as many views on our press conference. That's
Wow.
that's what
I
it
mean,
was.
the fact that we were even competitive with the Tyson, that's crazy. I mean, it just shows you how this sport is growing, and I really think we're just I still think we're at the infancy of what's possible. I think this thing is, especially with some of the stuff we've talked about, how the direction things are going. It's very likely that we could 10, 20x just by the end of the year.
Well, so I think the biggest stat, there's a like a combat sport news website, Bloody Elbow, and they usually headlines UFC because obviously the biggest UFC
Right.
or boxing, but after they sent a guy over to Germany to write up articles and everything, towards the very end, they reported back they had more readers reading the articles about arm wrestling than even the UFC fight nights.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
kidding.
And
it's
so
incredible.
they now permanently have an arm wrestling section on their website, and they get
Yeah.
millions
On
of
Bloody
views a
Elbow.
month.
On
Yeah.
Bloody Elbow. Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's awesome.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
So the big stuff is happening. Like it's pretty hard to believe, but here's the other thing too. We had our production company that this is like a much bigger production company than we've had in the past. And what they told us is they do fights, they do MMA, they do big events. And they said they've never been to an event that was louder than our crowd. I mean, you can't hear it as well on the pay-per-view, but if you're there in person, my wife was actually in the merch booth. Clear, I mean, and these are brick walls, thick walls. She said it was so loud she couldn't actually, sell anything or give anybody their merch. And yeah, it's crazy busy, and these press guys, the media people, got to experience it. It just couldn't have been any better. I mean, and now they're hooked on arm wrestling.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yep.
Which
Well,
was a
good.
great card, by the way. I mean, Leonidas being in front of it in his home country, that crowd had to have been insane, especially because of all the hype around Brian. And for him to
Yeah.
have the performance he had, that crowd had to went crazy.
It did. Yeah, the crowd went crazy for that one. For Brian.
And of course, Devin.
And then,
Because Devin's performance was spectacular. I mean, it really was.
And in
it
6
was.
weeks, it's your crowd, Michael. In 6 weeks, it's your crowd.
It's going to be. I'm telling you,
And it's probably going to be. It's for sure going to be bigger than in Germany.
I think it's going to be pretty special. I think it's going to be a very special moment for sure. That I think the entire event is going to it's going to be a very good event. So I'm very thankful for you guys for considering Arkansas. I was happy to do the work to get this thing set up here, and I like the fact that you guys have said we can have an annual here in Little Rock. And I think once you see it, you're going to be like, okay, this definitely has to be on the calendar every year, because the fan base that we're going to create this first year, it'll be bigger the next year, and it'll keep getting bigger.
Yeah.
Love it.
All
Yeah.
right, guys, y'all get to it. I gotta go sleep. I gotta go
All
sleep in the sauna. I gotta go to sleep in the sauna.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks, sir.
Thanks everybody. Thanks for
Okay.
watching. And we'll see you in Little Rock, Arkansas, June 6th.